Yeah, we are trying all our best here.
The idea of gesture control has excited a lot of people, but there's been lots of false starts. We went to Wearable World, a tech incubator, to see what they had to say.
I think it's an evolutionary stage between technology, but what technology is not.
It's something I think that's going to take a big presence in our homes, being able to walk in and wave your hand and all of a sudden the windows go dark.
Who are like the players in this?
Leap has definitely been, wavelengths ahead of everybody else.
Remo, that's out there. You've got Ringly, you've got Nod, Nintendo with the Wii. And we're starting to see some of the virtual reality companies start to get into this space as well.
So how much connection is there with like gesture control and wearables?
Most of this stuff has tiny screens, and so when you have like all these little baby screens, you have to figure out how do you interact with this device. They're doing that with gestures, so that I may not be able to touch and voice may not be able to work right now, but if I can get my gestures down, I can actually control my device. So it's a very important evolutionary step in wearables.
What about the problem of gesture actually working?
Even though we are very much the same, we still have individual quirks that make it very hard to interpret what intent is. And intent is the thing that is like the money maker in all of these different devices. Gesture is all about understanding intent.
Okay, so we played with the Mayo armband and the Ring Zero to see how they worked, and they didn't.
This is the Mayo armband. You put it right here, it understands where you're going, then you gotta turn it on, right, and get it to connect. And then I've got music down here, and I can so it's really tough to work.
I've got the Ring on, the Ring Zero, and we have the app opening showing us a few different techniques that we can do. So one, we can take a selfie, one, we can turn on and off the light switch. So the way this works is pressing the button and making a gesture in the air of the loop. Apparently I'm just not good at drawing the loops in the air. Okay, there we go. So switch it on and off. It's still on, even though it told me it was going to turn it off. Let's see it again.
Like this. Up. And it, no. If I draw at Kyle.
Maybe it'll work. Try it.
Maybe I can actually get you.
Oh, there it goes. You did it. You took a selfie as soon as you.
It's pointing at you, Kyle.
There we go.
So why doesn't Apple Watch just do this? I mean, it already has all the sensors on board to track gesture.
It's hard, it's patented. The iPhone is one of the most important pieces of your life. The watch just hasn't gotten it there yet.
So how many years before people decide this is a feature we need?
For businesses, I think you're going to start to see that in the next year or two. The consumer side and the home front, I still think that's a couple years out. I mean, we're looking at 3 to 5 and maybe even more to when that's fully integrated into our lives.
If this does not take on in the next 6 months, it doesn't take on. There's other technologies that are going to compete with it. They're going to surpass the capability. And remember, it's not about the gestures, it's about the intent. Who captures intent more cheaply, more cleanly, better? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love one ring to rule them all. If I could just have that, walk around and do those types of things, I'd be down. But I think we're far away from, having that type of capability. It's still just a cool thing, not a, oh my God, I have to have this thing.